It's BDC practice day. The guys are out having a little practice just now. There's about 40 of them here. So yeah, let's have a look, see how they're getting on.
Happy?
Yeah,
so
of course.
Be. That was, where did you qualify then?
Fifth. Joint fourth, but fifth. Where the combined score.
And then you just won your first battle through
battle
the top
BDC.
16. First ever battle BDC,
First.
is it?
First ever win in a battle BDC.
Excellent.
We move it on to Ricky Lawrence and Neil Bamford in a very interesting battle and two fantastically well represented and presented cars.
Yeah, two very, very good, well presented cars, like you say. Two very good drivers, but Ricky Lawrence looking the stronger driver here. A regular at Driftland as they come off the line. Ricky Lawrence to lead out Neil Bamford. As look at Ricky Lawrence absolutely nails the back of that PS13 to the wall on a good line, but Bamford just drops down the circuit. Ricky Lawrence though looking scrappy as he comes into three, and Bamford struggling to chase Ricky Lawrence right there.
Yeah, really big error there from Neil Bamford, Ian, and you know what, Ricky Lawrence looking good for a spot in the top 16 here. And you know what, at home advantage, that comfortableness and you know, the knowledge of the track really serving Ricky Lawrence here this weekend.
Make it happen now and try and overturn the deficit.
Yeah, I mean, look, he needs one of two things to happen. Well, four wheels off track, a spin, and it's actually one of the three. the third one being an inactive chase run from Ricky Lawrence. But Ricky doing a good job here, just keeping himself at a steady pace, steady distance away from Neil Bamford, as Bamford doing a nice job out in that lead position, but can he force the error from the front is the question, as Lawrence looks to close that gap now and bring the proximity through the final sections of the circuit. And as they cross the line, Driftland makes some noise for Neil Bamford and Ricky Lawrence.
Yes, the decision comes in, left for Bamford, right for Lawrence. And Kieran, David and Ben all go Ricky Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen, getting the win. Neil Bamford out of competition. And listen, no need to go to the judges for that one, Eddie. A big straight and almost an over-rotation at the bottom of the circuit there. Ricky Lawrence getting the win and making it through.
Yeah. Happy days. Happy days.
Who you got next, do you know?
Alistair Sutton, was it? Sutton.
Stood well. Strong today. Bring your A game.
Mark, how are you doing?
Alright, man.
Is your car stopping, just walking on the steering and spinning you out today?
Yep. Working.
All fixed?
Seems to be. We got
Excellent. I've never seen any pro practice, so...
Well, it's gone a lot better.
Excellent.
Angry.
Angry?
Be angry.
Good. Angry Mark wins battles, or is at least entertaining to watch.
Yep.
I'll take either.
I'll take either, aye.
I'll take either.
Both is a glory.
Good work, guys. Ricky,
See you
good
later.
luck. I'll back to annoy you once you win your next battle.
Hey! Hi, Alan! Hello!
Just you!
How dare people make
Are you
noise?
enjoying the action today?
I love it. You know what? I tell you what is amazing. The amateurs are next level. Like the amateurs that goes up are going to give the
The
pros
level of car
a fear.
is ridiculous these days.
And what else is cool? Look at your local man there. Look at your local man there.
I know,
He's
that's it.
circling. Like here, goes out and gets a 70 odd in his first run. People need to remember seat time wins.
We need a Driftland winner.
Seat time wins. Thank you, Jake.
Come on!
Ricky Lawrence to take on Alistair Sutton. Ricky Lawrence, the local guy, DriftlandTV, taking on the 2017 Drift Cup champion. Listen, Alistair Sutton looks like the underdog.
Yeah, but he's certainly
But
not.
he's certainly
he
not.
sits in second position in the championship, as we've alluded to earlier on. Ricky Lawrence, however, this is an ideal opportunity for him now to reignite his championship chase. He's not too far away from the top dogs. A good run here and taking out one of the championship contenders would do his cause just what it needs. And so far in on a nailing that outer line. And Alistair Sutton having to go very shallow to maintain this proximity that he has here. But he is door to door, all out aggression as he chases down Ricky Lawrence, who looks so quick and seems to have found the pace in that car that he needs to take it into the Grade 8.
Yeah, looking very, very scrappy from Alistair Sutton in that chase position, Eddie. Like you say, Alistair just not really bringing a fight. Ricky Lawrence, though, like you say, found that pace very, very fast indeed.
A little bit of a gap over Ricky Lawrence, despite the difference in horsepower as they leave the line for the second half of this run. Who's going to take that spot in the top 8? Look at this.
Wow, yeah, look at this, Eddie. You was absolutely correct as Alistair Sutton fires that car in now. Ricky Lawrence stands on it and tries to gain some proximity, starts to pick it up as he gets door on door in clipping point 3. This is looking good for Ricky Lawrence.
Yeah, side by side through that teardrop, being really impressive car control from Ricky Lawrence in the chase position. Oh, and a little bit of a bump and a wobble from Alistair Sutton as he starts to feel the pressure as they cross the line. Guys, a round of applause.
Yep, so score is in. Judge's decision has been decided. Who's going to take it? Kieran, David and Ben are unanimous. Ricky Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen, gets the win, advances through. Unfortunately, Alistair Sutton knocked out competition, and a big move from Ricky Lawrence there. Judges, we go to you. Well, we're moving along. First battle of our Grade 8 this afternoon will be Alexis Drew to take on Ricky Lawrence. And you know what? Not going to be an easy battle for either of these guys. Alexis Drew looking very, very strong. Ricky Lawrence, on the other hand, knows his track, like we say, Eddie, like the back of his hand, and he's proving that right now. Down Ricky Lawrence to chase out Alexis Drew for a spot in the final 4. Who's going to take it? Look at Ricky Lawrence bringing the aggression as Alexis Drew fires that car, and Alexis nailing the accelerator, and Ricky Lawrence
Look
is
at
right
Ricky
with
Lawrence right there, Ian.
Wow, on the door is Ricky Lawrence as he starts to push the G3 Pro driver around this custom-built drift circuit. Alexis Drew now stands on the accelerator and starts to pick up some pace. Can Ricky Lawrence get back on the door, or has Drew got enough?
Yeah, Drew has the pace up the hill and pulls that gap,
Give him
but
a
you know
round of
what?
applause.
Ricky Lawrence right there the whole way around the circuit, and what a dogfight that was between two guys at the top of their game right now. Alexis Drew and Ricky Lawrence. We said it was going to be a scrappy in. It certainly didn't disappoint. We still have the second half of the battle to go. We switched them around. Ricky Lawrence now in that lead position. They know the stakes are high. A spot in the final four for the winner. A place in tomorrow's main event. But you know what? Both these guys want to take home some silverware, and that is what it's all about. Both these guys want to take down the Irish, and they want to prove that they are the best in the business in the UK. Who's going through to the final four? Lawrence to lead in Drew.
Yeah, look at that nice initiation from Ricky Lawrence as he fires that car in, but Alexis Drew now needs to get that proximity, locking up that front wheel as they come through the first hairpin now. Drew just keeping some distance from Ricky Lawrence. He needs to get on the door ready to seal the deal. As Ricky Lawrence fires that car backwards, nice wide line from Lawrence.
Yeah, but very shallow from Alexis Drew as he tries to get that proximity. They almost make contact as they cross the line.
Slide him left for Lawrence, right for Alexis Drew. And Kieran, David and Ben make it unanimous. Ricky Lawrence gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Lawrence gets the win. Guys stepping up the pace out there a little bit, judges.
So Ricky, just went out for your top 8 battle there against Lex. Lex, you're an arsehole. And you beat him.
Did.
Excellent! Top 4.
Top 4, yeah, hopefully
We're not sure who you've got yet.
I'm not sure yet, we'll need to have a look in the driver's
So get some fresh tyres on. Yeah. You can do it!
Yeah.
We have got our guys on the start line are ready to go. Eddie, it will be
Ricky Lawrence and Nerijus to fight it out, a place in the final up for grabs.
Yeah, and they are on the line, ready to go. It will be Ricky Lawrence to lead out Nerijus.
Here we go. A space in the final awaits the winner. Nerijus looking to get the jump on Ricky Lawrence, but look at the pace from Ricky Lawrence as he fires all the way out to that white line.
Oh, and a big error there from Nerijus as he almost comes to a straight and has to reinitiate. Nerijus now desperate to get back in the fight. The big jump from Ricky Lawrence caught him unaware. Ricky Lawrence looking fast out front, Eddie.
Oh, so fast, and we said he found pace, and no one can match it right now. As he crosses the line, could we see a Driftland regular in the final? Scotland, make some noise. There they are, Ian. We knew it.
They were there. They've just woke up. Ricky Lawrence. And Ricky Lawrence, Eddie, looking strong in his home ground. As they come off the line, Nerijus tries to get the jump, but Ricky Lawrence is right with him. Here we go. Ricky Lawrence fires it in before Nerijus.
Oh, door to door. Look at this. What about that for a chase run from Ricky Lawrence?
Oh, wow,
as he forces Nerijus off the track. Sheer aggression. The crowd goes wild.
And Ricky Lawrence, arm out the window, and Scotland stand proud as Ricky Lawrence finishes off the run. Give him a round of applause, Driftland. Wow.
Remember the name, Ricky Lawrence. Woo.
Look at the aggression from Ricky Lawrence. Nerijus fires the
car. This is pro level stuff. You're missing it for the replay if you're watching at home. What about that? Inches away from them, and Nerijus just panics, bails out and into the dirt trap, into the kitty litter. You know what?
Wow.
Place in the final.
Who's going to take it to the
Nerijus
final?
or Ricky Lawrence? Kieran, David and Ben. Who's going through? It's Ricky Lawrence! Ricky Lawrence goes through to your final. We go back to the judges, pretty clear cut, but you had a look at the replay. Didn't appear to be any contact that caused Nerijus to go off track. Here we are. Now, before we send them, it's the final run of the day, and as they get ready to warm their tyres and approach the line, we want to see every single one of you here in attendance on your feet for the final 2 runs of the circuit. Come on, get up and make some noise. Let them hear you down at the start line. These two guys have never seen a final before. Show your appreciation. Hands out of the pockets. Hit them with a cheer. We need some atmosphere for our final. Driftland, are you ready for your final?
No, that's not good enough, Eddie. That's not good enough.
You know, it's good, Ian, but it's just not good enough for a final. It's not good enough for what these guys have produced today. They have been flawless.
Everybody outside the Driftland shop, everybody to my and Eddie's right, everybody stand on the bank. Raise the roof for your finalists. Come on, Driftland, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about, Eddie. That's what I'm talking about. You guys ready to go?
Oh, come
all
on.
that hype and they died straight away.
If you guys around the bank in your cars can hear us, let's hear your horns. We want a party atmosphere here in Driftland. The final battle of the day, but we are not done. We're here till 9:30 this evening. It is two drivers ready to go. Lawrence versus Earl. Who is going to take the top spot on the podium? Here we go. Ricky Lawrence getting ready to lead the line and take it through the chicane. Can Andy Earl take his first ever victory in the British Drift Championship? Side by side down the straight. Oh! Wow. Almost contact on the straight.
Whoa.
Andy Earl backs out of it but gets it back in online.
Ricky Lawrence looks dominant. Look at this from Ricky Lawrence. Absolutely standing in it. Andrew Earl. Huge error now. Starts the game. So back in the fight, but Andrew Earl almost making contact again with Lawrence as Lawrence fires it. Straightened from Andrew Earl.
Yeah, I know. Is that a tyre off the rim from something popped at the rear end of Andrew Earl's car and sent it into an almost spin? Very unfortunate there. A lot going on in that one, Ian.
Ricky Lawrence, sorry. Getting so hyped up.
Yeah.
So hyped up. So, well, it looks like we're ready to go for the final runner of the day. Those guys are pumped.
They're ready to leave the line. Driftland, one last cheer. The final run of the day. Lawrence versus Earl. Scotland versus Ireland. Here we go.
Andrew Earl fires it in. Nice initiation this time. Ricky Lawrence gives him some room. But now Ricky Lawrence starts to gain some lost ground. Can he get on the door as Andrew Earl stands on the accelerator, starts to pull away? They slow down to the hairpin.
Yeah, Lawrence dialing a lot of angle into his run here and it's slowed him down, but Andrew Earl starts to make a few errors, dropping wheels off circuit, and I'm wondering does the occasion maybe got to him, but pulls a big gap across the line. Ian, I don't know which way this is going.
No, I don't know what way it's going to go either, Eddie. Very, very close full battle from both of these guys. We're taking third step on the podium with a phenomenal drive. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Callum Marshall! That means there's one more decision to be made. And like the judges said, a very, very close call. Taking second step on the podium is Andrew Earl! That means your round 3 Pro-Am winner is Ricky Lawrence! Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back 11:30 tomorrow with Pro-Am qualifying. From me, Eddie, Dave, and everyone in the tower. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a safe night.
Ricky?
Craig?
How you doing?
Good.
Look at that. What's that?
First place.
First place. So can you remember who you battled? Do you remember anything
Right from the
about
start?
No, do you remember anything? No, I'm not surprised.
Oh.
Dude, brilliant day. Absolutely brilliant. And then you're tomorrow.
Yeah, we're just getting the tires and stuff changed over, ready for battle tomorrow. We're going to go and try and mix it up with the big boys in the pro class.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
Yeah, you did stunningly well today. Is the car all good?
Mostly. It's just minor
Cosmetics, yeah.
We've done 2 shafts, 2 drivers shafts,
Uh-huh.
but we managed to get a hold of some for Driftland Garage and
Brilliant.
Garage SR, so kept us going. So
Yeah, good shout out to them. Well, good luck tomorrow.
cool.
See you later.
See you then.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm done.
switch issues, but we're into the battles. Where did you qualify? 21st, just scraped in, but I'm here to battle. I'm here to battle, door to door. That's it. Excellent. Can't wait to see it. Good luck, buddy. Cheers, guys.
Perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa.
Not got something to drive today.
No. Passenger.
Disaster.
Best passenger.
You're going to keep him in for the battle so they can tell you.
I might give him my suit and a few pillows. Draw a beard.
Let's do it. I'll go get a pen. That's BDC done for another year. It was pretty damn awesome. The weather almost stayed nice. It was nice for like right up until the finals. We now the cleanup begins. You see, got a street sweeper out, and this is the sort of stuff that we need to sweep up. So I'm going to switch cameras and show you. So this, you can see this is the clipping point. Lots and lots and lots of wall runs along here. Loads onto the clip, and you can start to see the Westlake sausages. This is what the Westlakes leave all over the place. It's actually stuck to the wall. And then it's down here. Somehow we've got some bits of wood in there. Somebody must have had bits of wood on their body kit, but you can also see just how much rubber there is here. If anyone has a good idea of how I can turn this back into money again, or at least back into a Westlake, then that would be lovely. It just gets deeper and deeper. The Westlake sausages get bigger and bigger, and that's like a good couple of inches deep, and that is just Sunday's stuff, because we cleaned the track on Saturday night. There's somebody's corner splitter, corner part. There's some other. This looks like it would have been part of somebody's end plate for their spoiler, which has now been humped off the wall and destroyed. The Westlake effect. Pretty much do this across the whole track. It's absolutely bananas. Makes no sense. No wonder the cars are so fast these days, because they're leaving this much rubber behind. And it's not just on the curbs. See, this has all been swept already. This is all proper stuck to the track. It's going to be grippy on Friday night. Anyone who's coming for our Friday night drift day, it's going to be sticky. Better bring some spare drive shafts. Sweeper's full. All of this. So this is what a BDC weekend looks like in terms of tyre dust. Well, I'm not even finished yet, but what I've got so far. So that is what a BDC weekend looks like. all tyre dust. Dusty, very, very dusty. Probably tens of thousands of pounds worth of Westlakes. The other problem the Westlakes and grippy tyres give me is that they all stick to the sweeper tyres, and then as I'm driving along on a nice clean bit of track, this stuff all decides to fall off, and then I have to go back over it again, which is great, as you can imagine. Woo! Drifting! So yeah, BDC done and dusted for another year. Just time to get tidied up and get back to our normal drift experiences starting tomorrow. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a link. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, a little comment, let us know what you think, if you thought it was any good, what you'd like us to do. Please, please, please do a little subscribe if you enjoy it. It really helps us know if we're doing the right thing or not. So another few hours in Old Faithful and we'll get the rest of this track, which will go from this to this. Thanks guys, see you next time.